Disney pockets $2.2 billion shooting outside the United States, outside America. Alan, I know you have the notes for this story. I'm not surprised they would make a decision based purely on finances.
69.
This is from Forbes. Alan, if you would, I'll bring up the story for you.
All right. Well, Disney has received about $2.2 billion from the UK government over the past 15 years, thanks to the Audiovisual Expenditure Credit, AVEC, a scheme that reimburses up to 25.5% of what the studios spend filming in the UK. Analysis of more than 400 companies filing shows Disney is the biggest single beneficiary of the incentive. Most of the spending on UK film production comes from overseas. In the last years, foreign studios made up about 87% of the $2.2 billion spent on filming there, a lift of 7.6 compared to 2019. The incentive has clearly worked to draw big productions to the UK. Meanwhile, filming in Los Angeles has declined. For example, from 2019 to 2024, the number of on-location shooting days dropped 35.7%, according to FilmLA. To stay competitive, the UK bumped up its AVEC rate this year to its current 25.5%. States in the US have tried to keep up. New York expands its film incentives in May. California raised its cap on tax dollars in June, but many analysts believe the UK may already have pulled ahead too far for many of the studios to shift back. Disney has made a long-term strategic move to the UK. In 2019, it secured nearly exclusive use of Pinewood Studios for a decade. Nearly 30 of its feature films and dozens of streaming shows since then have been filmed in the UK, contributing to more than 32,000 jobs. Some of Disney's biggest reimbursement gains came from Star Wars franchise Andor, The Rise of Skywalker, and from the Marvels. The Marvels received a reimbursement of 37.3% of its box office haul.
Stop right there. We get the gist of it. Look, here's the unlocked story, and I apologize for that. 2.2 billion. Nearly all of my friends who work in production, various what they call below the line jobs, none of them are working. People are not shooting in LA, much less California. And studios, greedy studios we played that Rob Lowe clip where he talks about shooting a show with everyone from LA, but they're in Ireland, because it's cheaper. This is where they're looking to save a buck. And it's killing the industry. It's killing below the line jobs, editors, production people, gaffers, ADs, like name any kind of job below the line. They're not working, and work is thin and hard to get. This is greedy, and this shows you how much Disney cares about this industry. Looking to save a few bucks. Well, they saved a lot over the years. So, Alan, what are your thoughts?
I agree with your sentiment there, but at the same time, this is also California's fault. If it wasn't so expensive to shoot in California, to have any kind of production, whether it's television or movies, I would think that Disney would at least give a larger share of its films to Los Angeles.
Or what they would do, excuse me, what they would do is lobby people in government to create policies to keep production here.
To keep production costs, fees, licenses low in California.
Yes, and shoot here.
Right, because of these fees and licenses and everything, it costs a lot of money. You have to pay the government a lot of money to shoot in LA, but then we want to give them money so that they can give it back to the government to cover these costs. It's a evil plan. I mean, quite frankly, until California gets its acting gear, stay out of California.
Woo!